Hey VC, Brennan here back again. I remember back in February when I made a video saying that I was going to record a pickups video pretty soon. Yeah, here we are in May, and I'm just now getting to that. It's been so long that I had everything that I wanted to show pulled out already, and then I, took the time to put it back away because it had been out for a couple weeks and I hadn't recorded, and it's been a few months since I did that. So now, I pulled them back out again, and here we are. There's also so many records that I am definitely going to have to come back and do a part two for what I've bought since my last update. Um, I decided just to kind of split it between vintage vinyl and new releases slash modern, basically anything new release or post like 2010 or so. Um, for a couple reasons. One, there's a lot more of the vintage, and I can get through a lot more records and play catch up more quickly if I show all the vintage stuff first. And second, because I think I feel like kind of showing new releases is like its own separate category of VC video. That's just my opinion. I feel like with vintage stuff you can talk about it. It's a lot of discovery going on there. With new releases, there is still that discovery element a lot of the time, but there's also, at least for me personally, the aspect of like I need to kind of talk a lot more in depth about this, especially if it's something that maybe a lot of people haven't heard of, and say like, you might want to stream this, check it out and see if you like it, see if it's see if I did a decent job of describing it, and that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm just rambling now at this point. Let me go ahead and get started with these records before this video gets too long. Back in like December, that's how long it's been since my last video, which was like in August, by the way, but in like December sometime, I went up to my parents' house for Christmas, or maybe it was Thanksgiving in November. I'm pretty sure it was December around Christmas time. Had to stop at Doc's Records. Actually, you know what? This may have been for my dad's birthday. Yeah, so I think this was December. And I visited my parents for my dad's birthday. We stopped at Doc's Records because that's how we like to hang out. We like to go to record stores and stuff. And I found this. I've been wanting this for years now. This is Emerge by The Litter. Just a cool late 60s bluesy psychedelic record. This is an original. Let me see what label's that on. ABC Probe. Yeah, I've just been wanting this one for years. I would like to find more by The Litter. They're kind of tough to come by, at least for me. Check out the like 12.5 minute long final track, Future of the Past. Really cool. Another one I've been wanting for a long time. I bit the bullet. I won't say that I've been completely locked in my house, because that's just not true. At this point, I'm vaccinated, and we like to stay safe and wear masks and everything. But anyway, that's beside the point. What I was going to say is that I did a lot of online shopping, as I think I even said in my previous video. And that did not stop over the past couple months. I picked up one that's been on my want list for so long, and I've never actually seen a copy in person, I don't think. Maybe at like a record show or something. Anyway, Big Lizard in my backyard, The Dead Milkman. You come for Bitch and Camaro, and you stay for stuff like Right Wing Pigeons and Laundromat Song. Just a feel-good record, Wanted that one for a long time. Bought these two from the same person, so I might as well show them together. Also by the same artist on the same label. So Husker Du. This is Metal Circus. Not their first release, but it's early enough to where it's like that. It's over so quickly. There's just so much energy. They're so mad. They're so emotional. They got things to say. And they don't have very much time to say it, so they do as quickly as possible. But they get a little more, I don't want to say poppy, but songsmiths. You know, they become a little more. They slow it down a little bit, and they work some like ballads in there and things like that, and they still got energy, like on the title track "New Day Rising," which is one of my favorite tracks by them anyway. But "New Day Rising" and "Husker Du." I need more Husker Du. And another one that was a big hole in the collection, I found at my local store, Spin Connection. Violent Femmes, yeah. Debut in the shrink. This isn't a very first press, but it's early. It's on Slash. There you go. And yeah, this is distributed by Warner Brothers, so not a very first press. I think the originals don't say Warner Brothers on them, but this definitely says Warner Brothers on the back. Old price sticker on there. Those are always cool. Yeah, just giant hole in my collection. Pretty flawless record from beginning to end. What more can I say? This was an eBay purchase a couple months ago. I don't really buy a lot of records on eBay. When I do, it's if I can get a good deal, honestly, on something that I have never seen before in person. So this is Road, self-titled. What's his name? Noel Redding is on here. He plays guitar and he sings, and I always get it wrong. I think he played bass in the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Yeah, really great record. 70s hard rock. This is actually a white label promo. I think the regular label is also white, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but it says DJ copy, not for sale. I don't know how well you can see that. It's on there. And got this one for a fraction of the price that the regular edition even goes for. Covers a little roach, but what are you gonna do? Records, VG plus. What do we got here? Yeah, so Tones on Tail, ex-Bauhaus members, I believe. This is a compilation of a couple of their EPs. It's like a UK press. Situation 2 is the label. Straight post-punk, I mean, pretty unfiltered. Sounds like, kind of like Bauhaus, you know, kind of like Joy Division. It's right up that alley. This was actually an interesting story of how I got this one, because I bought a collection, a small collection from someone on Facebook Marketplace. Not so many great records in there, but there was this, and dang, they're out of order. 2 Stevie Wonder records, which I'll show in a minute. Those were the only things I kept from it. That's not true. There was also a Ike and Tina Turner record, which I forgot to pull today. Oops. Yeah, so basically these came out to after I had sold the other records that I didn't keep. We do that sometimes. Gotta fund the collection, you know. Anyway, after I sold those, it came out to about $1 a piece for those, so can't go wrong. Another one from my local store, Spin Connection. Never really see anything by her, so I definitely got this one. Alice Coltrane, Transcendence. Super chill record. I mean that face. I mean, that's how you feel when you listen to it. I mean, it's relaxing, to say the least. I'm not one to talk about or I can't really accurately talk about jazz a lot of the time. I don't really know. I know a little bit. I can't really compete with some of the guys on here. We can learn a lot more about jazz. What I'm trying to say is I know what I like when I hear it, and this is definitely on there. Pretty much her entire discography, the early stuff too, which gets a little crazier and a little more expensive. But that one's nice and affordable. If you see it, pick it up. This one I think was a half price books find. I think it was either $4.99 or $5.99. Chambers Brothers, Time Has Come. Of course, featuring the track Time Has Come Today, which is one of those super long freakouts. But this is like the cleanest copy of this I've ever seen. And normally I see these for like 10 plus and they're beat up. This one is like, the cover is seriously like near mint. I don't know if I've ever even seen a Columbia record this clean. Yeah, cover's near mint and the vinyl is a VG plus. They're very nice, super cool. Two more from Spin Connection. Just cool to grab anything by Gabor. It's a comp, a greatest hits comp, the best of. This is in the shrink wrap. If you couldn't see, it's not really worth too much because it's a greatest hits comp, but it's on impulse and it's cool, and it was like $12 or something. It's like, yeah, I'll pick up some Gabor for $12. That's awesome. Let's see here. King Crimson Red. I think I bought that the same day. I've just been needing this one for so long. And I think I paid about what they go for online for this one too. But it was just cool to see it. Cool to buy it locally. I never see any King Crimson. That's one you need. Two more of the same artist. This one also from Spin Connection, and it was sealed, but I popped it open. Warner Brothers pressing of I forget the name of this. His band and the street choir. Van Morrison, his band and the street choir. Not my favorite Van Morrison, but it's from that early period where he didn't write anything bad, so needed that one. And this one was actually from an estate sale. Pretty much the only good record in there, but it was $3. Tupelo Honey. More pastoral, which is I think what people really like from Van Morrison when he strips back and kind of does this thing. Now here's those Stevie Wonder records I was talking about. So what's this one called? Fulfilling This' First Finale. Super clean, very nice. And Intervisions. I think this is probably the better one of the two. I never really pick up Stevie Wonder stuff, but I was cleaning those. I saw how clean they were and put them on. Sounded great. I was like, I'm keeping these Stevie Wonders. This whole section is from one place, not really a record store in town, but a couple of y'all know who you are, have visited Waco and asked me, hey, you live there, right? What are some good places to dig around for records? And I, always point them in the direction of Spin Connection. Other than that, there's not a whole lot. People that are on the way to Austin, I say, yeah, stop at Spin Connection and then go to Austin. Some of the best record stores in the world. But besides our dedicated record store, we do have a record vendor in an antique mall, and these are all from them. And I've found some cool stuff in there. A lot of it is I'm not even gonna say, but cool stuff. So this was like, actually both of these. I don't have any Aretha in my collection except for these two. I just never see it anymore. I used to all the time, and they kind of shot up in value, and now all the people are looking out for them. But this one, Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, original stereo. This one was like $8, I think, which is a super nice deal. And it's got the gold record sticker, and it's got the hype sticker for Respect. And yeah, this record is great. Look at all those great songs. One that was also there, This Girl's in Love with You. Again, she's doing a lot of great late 60s stuff. Great versions. And this one was, I think, $5. So yeah, for the two, great prices on those. That was all I got that time, but I think the more recent time I went, yeah, I picked up all three of these. So first I saw this. Cool, right? I think that was like $8. And then this one, No Dice, for like $15, which that's a little more than I typically pay for a record there. But this is one that I don't really see for less than, I want to say like $20 or $30 sometimes. So yeah, you just need some Badfinger in the collection. And that same trip, I also picked up 2020 by the Beach Boys, just nicely filling out my Beach Boys collection. This is a uni-pack, so of course it's busted open, but it's a original US stereo press. Cool gatefold. There's Brian. And the uni-pack is busted open. And I think this is after, I want to say it's after Wild Honey, but before Friends, or right after Friends, but I don't know. It's in that late 60s period, post Pet Sounds Beach Boys. There's a couple songs from the Smile Sessions on here. Cabin Essence, Our Prayer. And the big hit is Do It Again. Thanks, Mike. All right. Let's put that aside. So, the rest of these, this is all Goodwill stuff, so I never find anything at Goodwill. I've been looking. Stop at Goodwill probably at least once a week. Sometimes a lot more, sometimes I may go a couple weeks between, but it averages out, I think, to about once a week. And sometimes there's not even records in there. Lots of CDs. I find some cool CDs, which I think I'll be showing next time also. But this last time, which was just this past, like, was it sometime in the weekend or last week? I don't really remember. But recently, I found all these. These were $1 a piece. Mono pressing of Getz and Gilberto. So this isn't like a super valuable record or anything. It's worth more than $1. But I sold my copy a couple months back for like, I think like $30. It had like really shot up in value for a while there, at least the exact version that I had. This one, not worth that much. It's worth a nice, like, probably 5 or 10 in this condition, but it's nice to have back in the collection. I don't know what I'm doing with this one. This is Martin Denny, Quiet Village. It's Exotica, kind of something Don Draper might listen to in his pad, but I see a lot of talk about this one. I haven't checked it out yet. For $1, I didn't want to leave it. This is a reggae comp from Jimmy Cliff. I thought that was really interesting. Kind of little some on the cover there. Record was nice though. Speaking of something on the cover, this one looks like someone used it as a coaster for their hot chocolate and then spilled their hot chocolate all over it, but you can't really leave behind Who's Next. This is a Decca pressing on that label. Well, I'm not gonna be able to show it, but it's the earlier pressing. Not that it really matters. Also, yeah, I left it in there. There was a weird, I don't know what this is from. It's like evacuation plans for September 1974. I think this must be from Baylor. I don't really know. I don't go to Baylor. I live in Waco, but I don't go to school there. But I thought that was interesting and worth more than $1. Speaking of worth more than $1, I knew it would probably be worth something, but I didn't think it would be worth as much as it is. It's just not in print. They haven't ever reissued it. It's Tracy Chapman, self-titled. And when I showed this on Instagram, my mom messaged me. I was like, oh, I love that record. So this is going to her. Now, as you can see, the cover had a little bit of water damage. And luckily, it's not that the cover has peeled off. It's like this is some other cover that's stuck onto it. The record is it's decent. Glossy, couple scuffs here and there, but that's a nice player. Yeah, look that one up and see if you have a copy laying around, because it needs to be reissued. It has not. And last record. Wow, this is Bill Withers, Still Bill, original press with the you know, the center opening gatefold. There's a nice picture of Bill. I love this record. I've already got a copy though, so hey, hit me up if you need this. I'll get you a great deal. Um, let's see, what's on here? Use Me and Lean on Me, of course. Who is he and what is he to you? This is the second record. I have his first one also, but it's like a German pressing, and I had a German pressing of this as well, which I got from the same Half Price Books, but passed it up when I found a US copy. I'd like a US copy of all his records, because he's just got a great discography. Well, that's all the vintage stuff, at least for LPs. I found a ton of 45s over the past couple months. I feel like I bought more CDs than I usually do also. And look around here. No, that's about it. So yeah, I haven't filmed a video in a couple months. Not really any particular reason. I just hadn't got around to it. And I'm basically at the point of my collection where, you know, it's solid. Like, I'm really happy with it. And basically what I'm looking for is just plugging those holes, those you know, the ones that stick out, like the Violent Femmes. I needed that one. And there's too many to name, you know how it is. But it's getting to the point now where it's the holes are less and less glaring, and I've you know, pretty much got all the Bob Dylan that I want, all the Beach Boys, all the Beatles, and so yeah, it's pretty much gotten to a point where now it's going to be a lot of discovery and you know, filling up the backlog, or the back catalog, working backwards through people's discographies, maybe like some people that are still putting out music, and getting into more and more stuff. There's always more music to listen to, which is what's awesome about it. And yeah, thanks for sticking around all these months. I'm surprised that I'm still over 500 subs. I really can't thank you guys enough for that. You know, usually I figured if I was gone for this long, I, you know, would lose half of the subs, but thanks for sticking around, you guys. It does mean a lot. And of course, I've been watching all your videos too. Less commenting, you know, kind of laying back a little bit. And I think I'd like to lean back into the VC this summer. Currently, the semester ended 2 weeks ago now, so I'm done with that, and got more free time. So want to be listening to more records, want to be talking about more records, want to be discovering more records, and want to be talking about more records with you guys. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed, and let me know if you're excited for my modern pickups and miscellaneous 45s, CDs, that sort of thing. I will catch you guys in the next one a lot sooner, I promise. And take care.